Coconut is often called the tree of life in the Philippines, and for good reason. Nearly 3.5 million hectares of Filipino farmland are dedicated to coconut production, making it one of the country's most important agricultural exports. Coconut farms provide income for more than 2 million families, from smallholders with just a few dozen trees to larger estates spanning dozens of hectares. Most Philippine coconut groves grow the tall variety, which can reach 20 meters in height and begin bearing fruit at 6 to 10 years old. A smaller number of growers cultivate the dwarf or hybrid types, prized for earlier yield and easier nut harvesting. Trees thrive in sandy, well-drained soils along coastal plains and lowland valleys, where annual rainfall between 1,500 and 2,500 millimeters sustains year-round growth. Young seedlings are typically raised in nurseries for 6 to 8 months before being replanted at spacing of 7 to 9 meters between trees. Harvesting begins when green coconuts reach maturity, in most regions about 12 months after flowering. Skilled climbers or harvesters with long poles twist or cut the fruit clusters from the canopy. Many farmers now use trained monkeys to speed up picking, though human climbers remain common, especially on small family farms. Each tree yields between 60 and 80 nuts annually under good management, while heavily fertilized and well-irrigated palms can surpass 100 nuts per tree. Once harvested, coconuts destined for copra production are husked and split in half. The white kernels retain about 50% moisture, so they must be dried to around 6% moisture content to become stable copra. Traditional sun drying involves placing split halves on raised racks or bamboo trays, turning twice daily for several weeks until they darken and crack slightly. Mechanical dryers or smoke kilns accelerate the process in commercial operations, producing uniformly dried copra in just 2 to 3 days. Proper drying is critical. Poorly dried copra can develop aflatoxins from fungal growth, posing health risks and lowering market value. Copra is the raw material for coconut oil, which feeds the local cooking oil market and global cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, and biodiesel industries. Prices for copra fluctuate with world coconut oil demand, but for many smallholders, it remains the primary source of cash income. A single hectare with 80 well-managed trees can produce 2 to 3 metric tons of copra annually, translating to enough income to support a rural household's basic needs and school expenses. Beyond direct earnings, coconut farming underpins local economies. Farm laborers earn daily wages during planting, weeding, and harvest periods. Small roadside stalls offering fresh coconut water, meat, and handicrafts benefit from passing traffic. Cooperatives provide bulking, drying facilities, and collective bargaining power, helping farmers obtain fairer prices and access to credit. The Philippine Coconut Authority and agrarian reform agencies support these efforts with seedlings, fertilizer subsidies, and training in pest management. However, challenges remain. Aging coconut stands planted decades ago produce lower yields, and replanting requires significant upfront cost. Pests such as the coconut rhinoceros beetle and red palm weevil can devastate groves if not detected early. Fluctuating copra prices squeeze margins, especially when transport costs rise on island provinces. Climate change brings unpredictable typhoons and longer dry spells, stressing trees and reducing nut set. To address these issues, some growers are diversifying, integrating intercrops such as banana, pineapple, or cacao beneath coconut canopies to maximize land use and smooth income through different harvest seasons. Organic or fair trade certification fetches premium prices in niche markets. Innovations in solar-powered dryers and mobile processing units bring value adding closer to remote farms, reducing reliance on weather and middlemen. Coconut farming in the Philippines is more than planting and harvesting. It is the backbone of thousands of rural communities. Through careful management, investment in replanting, and smarter processing, this centuries-old industry can continue to transform humble farmsteads into sources of livelihood, education, and resilience for future generations.